beautiful moon. Also, I have a little tutorial for how to use these special medallions from the Legend Gear mod. Now, first of all, after you've crafted one, you will need to charge them. They're pretty simple to charge. Simply have it in your inventory, and for the wind medallion, take arrow damage. This includes you can just shoot yourself with arrows and charge it up. Earth medallion is simply taking fall damage. Fire would be taking fire damage. The ender medallion is a little harder to charge. It's not necessarily taking damage. You have to stare at an enderman in the eyes. So, getting endermen to aggro on you, basically. And constantly looking at them and then looking away helps a lot. I need to pause the recording. Okay, now back. Okay, so constantly looking at an enderman and then away from them will help with charging the ender medallion. So once you have them charged and you're ready, you can attach them to a sword. Works on pretty much any sword. And voila, you will see it say Augment Fire Medallion. And I will go ahead and put this on these. There's a reason why I'm using different types of swords. And why I have mostly gold out here. Okay, so now that we have them all ready, I'm going to summon a zombie. I'm gonna charge up the fire medallion and shoot. Boom. There you go. Shooting little fireballs. And it's quite good at lighting stuff on fire. You can in fact light a nether portal using these. Okay. So that is what the fire medallion does. I guess I should summon this somewhere he won't burn. There we go. Okay, now, which is next? Fire, wind. We'll try the wind next. This will shoot out a little blast that will push him away. It works really well at keeping stuff away, and it has quite the reach. Alright. And now we have the Earth Medallion. This you're going to want to get close to your opponent. There we go. Creates a nice area of effect around you that shoots them up into the air. Enough for them to take some fall damage. It does it to all mobs surrounding you. So it is good in a tight situation. Okay. And last but definitely not the least is the Ender Medallion. My personal favorite. I use this a lot. Ooh, and we got a toughie here. So if I charge up and I'm far away from him, I click and I'll teleport to him. But I can also teleport to him. If I block again, I teleport right back. And so I can teleport to him, attack, and teleport back. And keep doing that as sort of a ranged attack. In a sense, I can get near him without having to risk too much. Oop, he's knocking me back. Stupid infernal. Ooh, nice drop. I'll put that on. Alright. So, now the reason why I chose these different materials and why I have this book here. This enchantment focus is specifically made for these medallion augmentations. It simply lets you charge a lot faster, cutting it in half if you have the highest level, focus level 2. Okay, so that's the point of this enchantment book. And now a little test on durability. So being able to use these charge attacks is not without cost. You use it and it will use up durability of your weapon. And I'm going to show you a little something here. It takes off durability, but having a weapon with a lot of durability is not the key to using these medallions well. The key is that these medallions, whenever you use them, they will take away durability based on the enchantability of the sword. In which case, if you have a sword that has a very high enchantability, like gold, it will lower its durability by a lot less than, let's say, diamond, because diamond has not the best enchantability. And enchantability, of course, is the chances of it getting a very good enchantment when going into the random enchantment system. Although in the Hexit mod, it does have the better enchants mod, so you can choose your enchantments. The enchantability of something lowers the cost of the enchantments that you choose. So very, very good. And so, as you just saw, I used a gold sword charge, and it didn't even use up any durability. And on the wiki for this mod, it says that you can probably get a good 100 uses out of a gold sword, as opposed to a diamond sword being less than 50, and an iron sword being, I think it was around 60 or 70 uses, maybe even less. And so that is why I prefer using a golden weapon when having a augmentation. Also, if you use the Xeno Reliquary mod, you can obtain one of these Midas touchstones, and it will consume glowstone and use its durability to repair any golden piece of gear that you have on you. This includes golden swords, golden giant swords, and golden armor, and this is what I prefer to use if you have seen any of my goofing off on Hexit videos. Okay, and so that is how you use these medallions, and how to better use them with the Hexit mod pack and all its wonderful things that it adds, and of course the bonus enchantment. Okay, also a little thing about this, it seems as though the medallion's mechanic is to use a sword's block to charge, obviously. So something to keep in mind is when you are looking for a sword to attach a medallion to, you're wanting to look for a blocking feature. This works with all of the giant swords because they can all block. And so this is very nice to have on like a golden giant sword, because these actually have pretty good damage for a golden weapon. Also, the Ender giant sword, has quite good enchantability and very good durability, so it is a good combination of both in order to use a medallion on. I highly recommend it. Diamond, of course, is not so good, but it still is very powerful in its own, in its own respect. It is diamond, and it deals massive damage. So you're wanting to look for blocking. And so if you, let's say, get a big sword like this. I love using these because you can right click and do an area of effect attack. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and grab one and show you. Creates a little explosion. And I love using this when I get surrounded by mobs. The problem is it's not considered blocking, so this is worthless if you have a medallion on it. It will let you attach the medallion to it, but it won't let you charge it, so it's basically worthless and you wasted a medallion, which I have done before. And so that's one of the things that you're wanting to look for. It also, the medallions will not link with any of the Tinker's Construct weapons. Even if the weapon can block, it won't let you charge the medallion. I don't even think it lets you attach the medallion to it. I can try that out, though, right now. Let's go ahead and try putting an earth medallion on this sword here. If I can find my crafting table. And nope, it will not let me do it. And so it does not work with Tinker's Construct, but Tinker's Construct is still good in its own respect. You can highly augment a sword's power by adding, you know, modifiers and quartz for sharpness or other bonuses such as fire. Anyway, enough of Tinker's Construct. There's a lot that could go into that mod. That about does it for this little tutorial on how to use the Legend Gears medallions. Now, medallions do have other crafting uses, and they can even be used by themselves as special attacks. You kind of just shoot them off, like you just kind of pull it back and woo, there it goes. The earth one creates a huge shockwave, as you can set. Excuse me. As you could tell, I believe the Ender Medallion throws mobs into the air. Whoa. Well, that was interesting. I've never seen it before. The fire one kind of reminds me of Din's Fire from Legend of Zelda. Woohoo! Whoa. Alright. And the Wind Medallion. I remember this one. This one's a very cool one. I'm gonna hype this one up. I'm going to spawn some zombies. Ah! Attack my arrows. A little more focused than the others, and a little bit more powerful. The Wind Medallion summons arrows to destroy your opponents. Very nice. Of course, though, these are one-time uses. I'm using them multiple times because I'm in creative. But if you were in survival, you would only be able to have one shot with these. Okay, so that about wraps up the Legend Gears medallions. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.